last week gave us the premiere, live in theaters and on HBO Max, the premiere of Godzilla vs. Kong. That movie released. We watched it, and we're going to tell you of our thoughts and how we
All
feel
about it.
about it. And my name is Travis.
I'm Beal, and this is the Travis and Peel Show.
It
All about it and all up in it.
it feels like it has taken this movie forever to come out. Now we got a trailer a while back, and in that trailer, I personally was concerned about this film. I was concerned that it was going to be like other Godzilla movies where it focuses too much on the human element. That's not really very interesting. I just thought they were going to kind of like hinge on that a lot more and then give us like some lackluster fight scenes, mostly in the dark and stuff like that. I couldn't have been more wrong about Godzilla vs. Kong. I really enjoyed it. I'm not going to lie.
Such a win for us. Such a win this movie was. Great job, Warner Brothers.
Yeah, I like people were kind of getting on my case in comments and stuff like that when we did the first video.
I remember that.
And I was like, people, I'm not saying I'm not excited for this movie. I'm not saying I'm not going to watch it, and I'm not saying that this is not going to be good. I'm just saying I had concerns, and I'm always happy to come out and say that I was wrong in this situation. I shouldn't have been worried. I had no reason to be worried. Look, this movie's not perfect, right? It's not perfect.
Oh yeah, no movie ever is.
Well, Boondock Saints 2 All Saints Day will take that challenge, good sir. The perfect movie.
You struck a nerve. Okay, we're not going to go there.
Sorry.
But
anyway,
King Kong vs. Godzilla it was balls to the walls, man. And yeah, we did the trailer preview when that came out. And I even said myself, wasn't too interested in it. It was just Godzilla vs. King Kong. Cool. Been there, done that. But I saw the trailer and I was like, oh, well, this looks pretty interesting. You piqued my interest. And watching the movie, man, straight up 7.1 surround sound, 4K, Dolby Atmos. It was amazeballs.
Pretty great.
It was so cool to watch. It was the whole entire human element of it. They did not need Skarsgård or Miley Brown or any of the other people they put in this movie. They didn't, because the highlight and the main point of this movie were the monsters. It was Kong and it was Godzilla. It was mostly Kong. This was a Kong movie, in my opinion. And Kong going home, and this is exactly what that was. And it was awesome, man. All the elements they threw in here. I really did think the humans were pointless, and I really didn't like them, because when they did come on, I was like, why are you here? What is going on? Bring back Kong, bring back Godzilla, bring back Mechagodzilla. It was amazing. Like I said, the graphics were fantastic. It was visually stunning and majestic, and I loved everything they did. I was so excited. I was so excited and pumped up. I had goosebumps watching this movie. Just every time they were into a fight scene, it looked so great. Watching the cities just get smashed to shit, and just to see Godzilla and Kong going back and forth, and then of course Ghidorah, whatever the hell you want to call it, his brain taking over Mechagodzilla and bringing everything out, and those two tag teaming it up, and this Texas tornado ladder match to hell. It was fantastic, man. I loved it. It was a great movie. 2 thumbs up. Fun for the whole family.
And it goes without saying, sorry we didn't say it before, we are going to go open up with full spoilers. We are going to talk about everything that we want to talk about in regards to the movie. So if you have not seen it, we are going to ruin some plot points of the movie.
Oops, I already spoiled some shit for you.
Yeah, I'll put a big spoiler thing on the thumbnail so people aren't caught off guard and everything. But yes, we are going to spoil it. So going into it for me, I'll start with the part that I was worried about the most, which was the human element. So the stuff they did with the first Godzilla with Bryan Cranston, I thought it was garbage. What they did with Millie Bobby Brown and her family, and Kyle Chandler, these are actors I like. It was just boring. It did, like, you're trying to make me sympathetic, and like it made me feel sympathetic for these people, and I just don't. They did for me, and this is where I disagree with you, I thought they did a much better job with the human element. I thought the human element in this felt more like Kong
it was better
than it did than a Godzilla movie previously and everything. So you have
Okay, yeah.
Millie Bobby Brown, her friend, and then the kind of like the conspiracy theory guy who's helping them out, and they're kind of
Yeah.
like that was all for comedy relief. They were not trying to like really like they're trying to like they're giving us little tidbits about like what's happening in the story, like that they discover King Ghidorah's head.
Why are they going
what's all-
here?
like they like we're just getting more information about the bad guys, more exposition about the bad guys and what they're
Yeah.
doing and what they're all about through this comedy trio. And they were a delight for me, a delight the entire time because I didn't take them too seriously. And that's the problem with the previous Godzilla movies. They try to take those human stories too seriously. Now, everything with Skarsgård and that whole camp, I was completely in because back on the trailer discussion we have, I was all in on Kong regardless. So anything that they've done with Kong, they continued here. Now it's new characters, new storylines, and stuff like that. It would have been cool to see some people from Skull Island come back. We didn't get that, but I thought that what we got from that crew was pretty good. Was pretty good. So the human element wise, I didn't feel like none of it was boring. Now, I like that they brought a lot of people back for continuity's sake, but they were also bringing back people who I thought were very, very boring in the last movie, and they fixed that. Kyle Chandler's here, the dad, Millie Bobby Brown's dad in the film. He's here.
But he is pointless.
He's pointless. And they knew that. And they knew that. So they put him in a prominent, important role, but they put him on the side.
The father figure who's worried about his daughter, but he's doing an important mission.
But he's like a director, and he's like important. He should be there because he was there last time. But they just gave him his cameo spot, and boom, chef's kiss. You nailed Kyle Chandler's fucking role in this movie. It's great. They nailed it. So I thought that was great. The stuff with Godzilla. Look, I'm coming to the conclusion that Godzilla as a character is just boring. It's really not. If Godzilla's not fighting, it is kind of like a little bit of a Superman thing here. Like he's so strong.
He's OP.
He's too strong. It makes it not relatable enough and not enjoyable enough and everything. And I think Godzilla is in that boat. There's where Kong has the ability to facially emote, and you feel what they're saying. Like you start to root for Kong almost immediately because he's so personified.
In his eyes.
He's so personified, right? Like so, I just found Godzilla boring when he's not fighting, and then when he is fighting, it's great, right? Because graphically, like in the choreography on the two main Titans were just phenomenal. The battleship fight, awesome. Like we saw that in the trailers, and I still wasn't ready for half of that fight. Like they were fighting underwater.
Oh yeah, that was so extensive, man. It was crazy. He dragged his ass to the bottom of the ocean. Like it was a lot of stuff. Got a lot of help from the human element there in the Navy and Army and Air Force. And they're dropping those freaking like subwater detonators or whatever, charges, whatever.
Yeah.
And it was just like cool seeing those working to like help Kong out, because that's what they brought Kong in for. Like hey, we need this big bad to come in and like lure Godzilla into the Hollow World or whatever, the Hollow Center, Hollow Earth. There we go.
And all the Hollow Earth
I was gonna get there.
All the Hollow Earth stuff was great. Like I thought that was really cool mythology, showing like an ancient rivalry between the two. Well, at least that we saw that the Kong race has been ruling that land, kind of giving the king to the actual Kong brand. The moment Kong sat down on his throne, like that was just like so dope, man. So many cool moments.
Kong now, sir. King.
So
Kong
many
now.
cool moments in this in this film that I.
It was a fun movie. It really was. It was exciting, man. It was a great. It was great because, like I said before, they made the monsters the focus of this film.
For the most part.
That's what it was. Yeah, for the most part. Like you got more screen time with them than the humans, which is what was needed. Even if it was just following Kong going through a damn tunnel, it was cool because it was him going through a tunnel into Hollow Earth and then exploring caves and caverns, and it was all like awesome. And they're giving like that exposition in the background when everybody was talking, but they did really great with it. And yeah, Godzilla's OP. I mean, he did kick Kong's ass, put him down. And then of course, Mecha Godzilla came out and kind of spoiled his victory party. But they had that cool little back and forth though. You know, Godzilla's like, "You cool, bitch?" Because I'll just put you back down. The Kong's like, you know, what? And then Godzilla lets him up. You know, they have some mutual respect there between the two fighters. So I really did enjoy
for
that.
sure. Because they do totally towards the end go and fight Mechagodzilla together. Kong's just getting. Oh no, it was
the axe,
Godzilla.
man. The axe was
Godzilla
badass.
was getting his ass whipped.
Oh yeah, Godzilla was getting whooped up. And Skarsgård brought him back to life, shocking him with the little export, electric pulses that they had going out for all the flying and going through the gravitational pull. It was really cool, bringing him back to life and kind of just waking up and looking over, and the little girl's like, he's not the enemy.
Yeah, and look, and those two going up against Mechagodzilla was just a sight to behold. I mean, it was just mass sheer destruction, it was fun. But it was just them back and forth, just like whipping the robot's ass, and it's always fun, man. When you get a whole bunch of kaiju on screen, I mean, it's gonna be enjoyable. It's gonna be enjoyable, whether or not it's this, whether or not it's Pacific Rim or anything like that. It's going to be enjoyable at some point.
F the story, just watch it for like the fun phantasmal, like special effects that are happening, because they are really good in Kong vs. Godzilla.
They're trying to make the story something. Like, they are trying to make it substantive, if anything, because they're trying to make this a cinematic universe of sorts. And I like where they're going. To me, though, like going into the future, I need now. I want some sort of Hollow Earth MonsterVerse prequel. I want to see
the origin story of the axe.
I want to see the Kongs that preceded King Kong. I want to see other Godzillas. We know that there were other Godzillas in Hollow Earth at some point. I want to see that. I want to see that could bring King Ghidorah back. They could. Well, he's technically not from Hollow Earth. He's an alien. But anyway, there's so much they can do. Yeah. I think the next step is a Hollow Earth. It tested so well, and people are really enjoying that part of this movie. I think a Hollow Earth prequel, like a war movie with all the Titans. Can you imagine? That's the next step up, right? When you get Godzilla and Kong, now it's like getting armies of Titans to go after each other, and I think that's probably going to be the next logical step. And Mr. Peel, sign me up. How about you?
Well, my friends, we absolutely love this movie, Kong vs. Godzilla. Fantastic. HBO Max in theaters. If you haven't seen it, we highly recommend it. And we also highly recommend liking, subscribing, and sharing this show, and let us know how we're doing. Please comment, feedback. We'd like to feedback. We want to get better for you. And until next time, my friends,
we're out of here. Bye-bye. Go watch Godzilla and Kong again. It was awesome.
Bye-bye.